USWC launch.
Welcome to the USWC Rocks Radio, the number one cannabis radio station in the world. I'm your host, the King's Voice Randy, and here on the USWC Rocks Radio, indie artists don't just get heard, they get celebrated. Enjoy the day, enjoy the music, and God bless us all.
USWC launch radio. USWC launch radio.
Welcome to the USWC Rocks Radio, the number one cannabis radio station in the world. I'm your host, the King's Voice Randy, and here on the USWC Rocks Radio, indie artists don't just get heard, they get celebrated. Enjoy the day, enjoy the music, and God bless us all. Good morning, California. Good morning, world. Welcome everyone to the USWC Rocks Radio, the number one cannabis radio station in the world. We are powered by USW Channel TV and we are live. So I'm your host, King's Voice Randy, USW Channel, USWC Rocks Radio Manager, and today's show is special. This is our second indie artist interview of 2026. And we're continuing to build platforms, all right, to independent voices that deserve to be heard. If you're tuned in right now, drop your city in the comments. Let us know where you're listening from. And if today is your birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. We celebrate life and creativity here. Inspirational thought to set the tone. Consistency is louder than talent when talent refuses to show up. Alright, today's guest is an artist with depth, vision, and a message, representing originality and growth. Please help me welcome ARi HOTEP, joining us live on USWC Rocks Radio. Bro, did I pronounce your name correctly?
Oh yeah, man. I was gonna ask you how to pronounce your name too.
Yeah. All right, welcome to the show. Good. Yeah, welcome to the show, bro. For everyone tuning in right now, tell us your name, where you're from, and what kind of music you create.
So my name is ARi HOTEP, and I'm originally from Memphis, Tennessee. You know, and music-wise, it's a little bit of hip-hop. Really, I don't just say hip-hop, I say rap, hip-hop, soul, reggae. I'm a writer and I'm an artist, so as long as I've been writing, I've been able to express musically. So I just love music, and we're just taking off from there.
Yeah. You mentioned reggae. Actually, reggae is one of the music genre that one of my favorite rap reggae. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. By the way, let's move on with our question and answer for this program. So yeah, my first question actually is, when did you first realize music was your path?
I think it's two different points, and I want to say rest in peace to my mom. I think the first initiation was, I think I had Michael Jackson. I had it's a picture of Michael Jackson that I have as a kid, where my mom, I know I had the record in my hand. I don't know which particular album. It may have been Thriller, but I had the album in my hand, and it's a twofold in that. Also, Thriller came on, and my mom said I went and hid behind the door, and I was scared as hell. So it was just like that point, and then I think my other point would be a mix of Snoop Dogg as well as Al Green, but I definitely say D'Angelo. That's when I knew I was a writer, and that's when I knew I really had a love for music. D'Angelo had a song called Brown Sugar, and I started out writing poetry, but what D'Angelo brought was a different aspect of writing, so I just wanted to bring that in my style and in what I do, in which I developed over time. He was one of the people that inspired that. So I say Snoop, Al Green, D'Angelo, and it's another guy from Memphis named Player Fly. But I say it also expands to like Outkast. So
Well, that realization moment is powerful, and a lot of artists actually remember exactly when it clicked. So, all right. So, well, let's talk about your music journey and inspiration. So, who were your biggest musical influences growing up?
So, like I said, again, my mom, I found out that she used to play I want to say the clarinet in high school, but I found out after she passed, you know what I'm saying? But my cousin, John Lewis, he's a trumpet player. So he was one of the first people that, I can say inspired me as not just as an artist, but somebody that I looked up to. But his artistry really it poured over into me being, wanting to be and do art and do music. So it's him, Tupac, like I said, D'Angelo, Al Green, Big Boy, and Andre 3000. So it's just the OJs. It's the music that my parents play. So it's a big pot of gumbo. Like I can go down a list of people from A-Ball to MJG, Player Fly from Memphis, a little bit of 3-6 Mafia.
So
I can go. It can go on and on. Goody Mob, like I could just Wu-Tang. It's just I'm just influenced by music in general. Bob Marley, you know what I mean? So
yeah, right.
It's not just a specific area. I love music, man.
Yeah. I think the first influence that you have as based on your narrative is the family, right?
The family. I guess and even I forgot another one of my cousins. I gotta say rest in peace to him as well. I got a cousin named Kevin Wilkins. He was a guitarist, so he was in the first rock band out of Memphis that made MTV called Xavion. So he actually recorded my first record, which was a song called "I've Been Struggling." He was another person that influenced me on the music, which I can't forget about him, because I said if it wasn't for him and me hearing my voice on a microphone, I wouldn't have known that it was something inside of me that I wanted to be creative. I wanted to put the pen to pad and just, express myself. It's really like a place of freedom for me.
Yeah. All right. How would you describe your sound to someone hearing you for the first time?
For the first time, man, how would I? No, just kidding. Really, it's thought provoking. It's something sonically that you can either vibe to, listen to, you can think about. It's a lot of color. When I say color, I'm very descriptive. So it's more vibe music now, though. I say that I've grown to more creating vibes when it comes to music, maybe from being able to do hooks, or not just hooks, write skits, or even just write great songs. So it's just a mix of a lot of different things.
Yeah. All right. Now, as a songwriter myself, I wrote songs.
Okay.
And every time I write songs, I have inspiration. So, all the writers we have we need to be inspired. So, what inspires your songwriting or creative process as you do it?
So, I think it all depends on what the subject or topic may be. Maybe like I used to play basketball in Memphis. I grew up playing high school basketball. So in college I wrote a poem called Basketball. But when I wrote it, most people think I'm talking about a woman, the way how descriptive I am on the actual poem. Or I got an R&B song called Want Peace that I wrote in full. So it different things trigger different thoughts. It can be a relationship, it can be it can be multiple relationships, or even other people's relationship, because as a writer, I learned how to be able to put myself in a position and take myself out of position in my writing. Right. And that's when I was on D'Angelo as well. Like once I saw that song Brown Sugar, and it's funny. It's like to hear him write the song Brown Sugar at 13 years old. I didn't know he was talking about weed when he said, "Let me tell you about this girl. Maybe I shouldn't. I met her in Philly, and her name is Brown Sugar." See, we be making love constantly. That's why my eyes are shade blood burgundy. The way that we kiss is unlike any other way that I be kissing when I'm kissing. What you missing, don't you listen? Brown Sugar, babe. I guess high off your love. I don't know how to behave. So when I'm hearing those lyrics, it's just like I'm 13, so I'm not really understanding the descriptions of what he's saying. He breaking the Philly blunt down.
Yeah.
He's smoking in his eye, so it's just like, man, but in a nutshell, it just depends. Like the catalog will speak for itself, you know what I mean? Or the concept. Somebody can give me a concept and I can write,
Yeah. Well, that's what we call authentic artistry, and that's growth. So now, all right. So let's go to our commercial break. So this segment is brought to you by USWC Channel, the media company breaking all the rules. Wherever cannabis brands once face restrictions, USWC offers compliant global reach because, let's be real, a business that can't market or advertise its products will never reach its full potential. Our success is your success. We're building a transparent, authenticated network that delivers real ROI for advertisers and creators alike. So we're not here to play games. We're here to change the world. Learn more or become a sponsor at uswedchannel.com. All right, now, excuse me. Let's talk about your current project. And let's talk about what you're working on right now. Tell us about the track you submitted to USWC Channel or USWC Rocks Radio. What's the story behind it?
Exotic bags. So it's multifaceted, I'll say that. So I have a brand called Highlander Head currently, and the hat I have on is actually higher levels of head. So I was in Denver a couple of years ago where one of my producers and one of my longtime friends, his name is Bo Ali, he's my producer.
Okay.
We used to play ball together. And I just mentioned to him, like, all right, we coming to Denver, and I created this shirt, which is actually the album cover. And my OG, his name is Derek Weaver. He wound up designing the idea back in 2020, and we wound up rocking the shirt out in Denver. So it was just like, okay. And I told my boy Bo Ali, I was like, man, I want to do an album called Highlander Head. And at the time, we had no idea what we were gonna do. So what actually happened was, my homie up from New York, he lives out in DC now. His name is DJ Ray Black. I mentioned to him that I wanna put this project together. So what we wound up doing is every Monday, week by week, we started having meetings. So it just led into that, to where I had a couple of people, like it's a cat named Ricochet. He wound up hopping on and becoming a part of the team. And my other homeboy that I've been rhyming with, I've been knowing him since I was 9 years old. His name is Smurf Diggity. So I wound up reaching out to Smurf like, yo, bro, I'm coming out with this project called Highlander Head. And he was like, all right, I got a song that I want to submit for the project. So one thing led to the next, because I had just reached out to him about a record label out in Canada. They got a record with us called If I Should. And with us hopping on If I Should, that opened him up on an international level. So he was like, well, here's the record, Exotic Bags. And Smurf brought that to the table. So it was just like, all right, what's the concept? So the concept just led from him coming with the hook. I'm smoking this gas, avoiding the conflict, these exotic bags. And you know what it comes with. A lot of jealousy and girls trying to finesse you. I don't know what you smoking on, but I got some pressure. So it's just once he sent me the record and I started asking certain questions about, okay, what was his perspective? He was just like, bro, just, once I heard his, I kind of knew where I was gonna go. It was just certain points that his cadence on the song, how he delivered his wordplay. I was just like, all right, I gotta. It's not a challenge, but it is a challenge to bring my best to the table. So that's what it was. It was just like he got the song "Exotic Bags." It's a record that can hold its own in different areas. Whether it's, sure, I actually took it to the strip club. Wasn't even expecting to one night, and they played it out in Atlanta. And not only that, he was like, well, the concept of what we want to bring to the table as far as a visual. So yeah, man, Smurf really brought this song to the table. It wasn't just me saying Exotic Bags. It was him saying, when we go to Denver, it's different strands that we may try, and we like different flavors. So it was just like, you got Exotic Bags. So that's he entitled it Exotic Bags. So yeah.
All right. Wow, that was powerful. And thank you for sharing that with us. And by the way, do you have an EP, album, or music video out right now that fans should check out?
So we don't have an actual album. I mean, not an album. We do have an album called Highline Ahead, and it's on all streaming platforms. You can, and also it's on Bandcamp as well if you want to purchase it. And you can purchase it on iTunes, Spotify, and all of that. We do have videos out. One of the videos I do have out is called Roll With Me, which is featured. I mean, it's not featuring Smurf Diggity, but it's both of us on the actual video where for the past, well, up until Young Dolph died, I had been a production assistant on music videos, as well as I got a chance to be a part of like Project Pat, his music videos. I was even one of the guests on Rollo. He has a song called Baby Mama. I actually played a cop in the actual video. So what I learned, I actually poured into the role with me a video as like a director along with the videographer. We just collaborated on the idea and we put it together, and we had that video out, and it's called Roll With Me.
All right. So now, well, my next question is, because we know that when we perform, there are memorable moments. So what was the memorable moments while making your latest project?
What, this Highline Ahead?
Yeah.
So with this project, man, what was memorable was we wound up creating a documentary from the project, and we were just taking recordings and just collaborating with the fellas, like just getting their perspective on what inspired you to say this on the verse, or what inspired you to say this on the song, and what made you want to work with the group. So I think the initial thing of hearing everybody points of view on them wanting to be a part of this not only project but this team. I think that opened up the floodgates to be creative, as I don't have to bring everything to the table by myself. Like, we actually have the Highland Ahead project out. We got a EP. I mean, not an EP. I say an appetizer called 3 Piece and a Biscuit. And then we just released a project 2025 during the holidays called the Xmas Kickback. So the group, as a collective, we call it a digital dungeon. So we come to the table, we bring ideas to the table, and we actually got more masterpieces on the way. So it's just, like I said, it's, if I could say one thing, it was just that, like, everybody having a perspective about them enjoying us working together. Whether it's, I might come with a skit, I might write the skit for the song, I might write the radio interview, then somebody else coming with the record and the hook on the song. Like, we got a song called Backwoods and Cookies on the album. That's one of my favorite songs, that when we play it, it just remind me of just a vibe of enjoying the moment, like enjoying your people when they're around you. So yeah, and it's a sentimental song on there that a couple of verses that I dedicated to my grandfather. I lost my grandfather, my mom, a few uncles and aunts. So it was just like, it's just a memorable experience overall. I don't think it's just one thing. I think it's just just completing the project in general was big for the collective
All right.
and for myself. Yeah.
All right. Right. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Well, before we continue, let's give flowers to one of our core programs. Shout out to the Daily Dose podcast and the host Scott Migdol, Jenny 420, and Madison Marinaro, and of course our CEO, the main host Shane Duell. Thank you for consistently bringing insight, conversation, and culture to the community. So make sure you check out the Daily Dose on USWC channel.
Morning hits like a wrecking train. Superman Shane got news in his veins. Noble Scott with a truth grenade. Dreamy Genie 420's got the vibe. Medicine mayhem keeps it alive. If you
Alright, so again, this segment is brought to you by USWC Channel, the media company breaking all the rules where cannabis brands once faced restrictions. USWC offers compliant global reach because, let's be real, a business that can't market or advertise its products will never reach its full potential. Our success is your success. We're building a transparent, authenticated network that delivers real ROI for advertisers and creators alike. We're not here to play games. We're here to change the world. Learn more or become a sponsor at uswithchannel.com. All right, let's talk about performance and artistry here. What's your favorite part of performing live?
Performing live, man, just like I have a documentary called Southern Grown. What is it? Southern Grown Memphis Made. So one of the things that I like about performing is the interaction between the fans and to be able to just, take whatever's going on. I might be tired, but I don't need my fans to feel that I'm tired. I need to give them the energy that they need with paying the money to come see me perform. So it's just being able to interact with my guys, like whether it's Smurf Diggity, because we've actually been performing together for a while. So to interact with him on stage in the showmanship, like to really give the effort of the showmanship. And then not only that, I gotta give a shout out to my homie from the brand. It's like the parent company, Original Copy, who prints all the merch with HLA. Even from like sometimes just rocking the gear that the people may ask, like where you get that from, where is this, what is this? That's another aspect where it's like he's a fashion designer, so why not get him to design what I'm gonna rock on stage and say, okay, well this attire fits this show, so let's go. You know what I mean? So it's more of the team effort and just seeing, like I said, seeing the fans enjoy the performance, man,
Right.
and be blown away, by the performance. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And what do you want people to feel when they hear your music?
Man, what I want them to feel is just basically the enjoyment and really like be in a peaceful and serene mind frame. Like, look, whatever's going on outside in the world, man, leave that out there. Man, we got a lot that that we all struggle with. We all got pressures, but in this moment right here, man, forget about what's going on the outside. Like, enjoy this moment right here. And that way, man, you take some peace back with you. You take a piece of me back with you, or the performance,
Yeah, I believe that music is the language of our soul, and I believe personally that music is really powerful.
Yeah, it's a space of freedom too, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Exactly.
because it's at certain times it hadn't been lucrative as I would like it to be. Where I'm working, I'm able to keep the lights on and do what I'm doing, but it's starting to get to a point where people are demanding it. So when the people demand, we can supply the demand. So now it's starting to take off with the crew having a catalog. Like that's really the focus on, like, have a catalog. So the money is not the pressure of, oh, we got to make this record. No, the pressure now is we love writing, we love being creative. So let's continue to be creative. And now we don't have to say the same thing on the music.
Yeah.
You know, we're not worried about the dollar, because the dollar gonna come. We pouring into what we love to do with the records or the sounds or the ideas, and leave a lasting impression on somebody's mind to think and do something different.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. Now, how does it feel to see your music featured on USWC Rocks Radio?
Man, I'm not gonna lie, man. It was like just having that opportunity outside of, like, I actually sent the record or sent emails, and I reached out to like four or five. No, it was like actually 6 other companies, and I'm just like, somebody's gonna respond. Let me do my follow-ups. Let me do everything that I need to do to initiate this opportunity to be in the moment. Like, all right, somebody's gonna reach back. So now what I was, once I saw that you guys reached back, I was like, all right, I'm with that. I can make that happen. You know what I mean?
All right.
I'm game.
Yeah. Well, like what I've said, that this is the mission of our mission. Actually, one of the mission, the vision also of the CEO Shane Duell, is to give indie artists an opportunity to showcase your talent, to showcase the talent of indie artists. So yeah. All right. So well, where do you see your music career heading in the next year?
In the next year, really moving into more of a sync and radio placement, like terrestrial radio, sync as far as movie, expanding the catalog, features with other artists, as well as like writing some R&B records. My cousin that I spoke about, John Lewis, or I call him JL Express, him and my cousin Frank were the ones that introduced me to hip hop, including my Uncle Sean. Like, my Uncle Sean introduced me to UGK, but my cousin Frank had the posters on the wall, so I had to share that. But like I said, just like writing some dope records, dropping at least 3 to 4 albums this year, and just working on a conglomerate as far as my whole crew. Just we putting together some dope records. That's pretty much in a nutshell. Like I said, movies, playing the music, radio, and just growing the audience, man. That's really where I see us in a year, and performing too.
All right. Any dream collaboration?
I mean, some of the people that I would have dreamed of, like, they actually passed, like D'Angelo, Nipsey, like those guys. But Andre 3000, Big Boy, Goody Mob, Wu-Tang, anybody from Wu-Tang.
Okay.
Who else could I say? I really like Sir out of California. Kendrick, and La Russell. La Russell will be somebody else that I would love to really just be in the room and just vibe with him, because his energy is so large. You know what I mean? To be a young guy.
Yeah.
It's another guy out of New Orleans. I can't think of his name right now, but he's on the same vibe as La Russell. He's energetic as well. But really, man, just anybody that's ready to put the pen to the pad and challenge me to be better than I was yesterday, man. To be honest. But those couple, I'm gonna say one more person. Payroll Giovanni. Yeah, Payroll. Yeah, that'll be another guy.
All right. Who knows? Those guys are listening right now. I mean, listening on this.
DG Perico.
Yeah.
DG Perico too. Yeah, that's another cat I like.
All right. Yep. All right. So, where can fans follow you and stream your music?
Well, they can type in just the name that you see, ARi, capital A, capital R, lowercase I, space HOTEP. HOTEP is HOTEP. Once you type in the name, it'll either come up with songs that I'm featured on, albums that's out. You can go in, and other songs that I'm appearing on. So you can go, you can just check me out there. You can also check me out on Instagram at ARi_HOTEP. You can check me out there. Facebook, capital R, capital A, capital R, lowercase I, space HOTEP. You can find me on there as well. So, and Highland Ahead is one word on Instagram. You can find me on there, or find us as a collective on there.
All right. For the fans out there, don't worry, because we are going to put it all in on the description, your handles, so that fans can check your music. Now, any shout outs before we wrap up? And after you shout outs, you can also promote your project. Go ahead, Ari.
Okay. Man, first and foremost, my entire family, because I wouldn't be where I am without them, And God, for me, God is, so that's a given, you know what I mean? I have to say the entire Highland Ahead crew, from Bo Ali, Ricochet, DJ Ray Black, I have to say Derek Weaver for giving us the concept and the idea of the cover art. My brother, who's done a lot of cover art too. So if you see the single, like Exotic Bags, he actually did the cover art. Smurf Diggity, new member of the crew, well, not really new, but he's been a big component of challenging the greatness. Marco Dane. I got to give a shout out to P Life, and I know I'm leaving somebody out. Our player partner, AJ. Man, AJ is our marketing guy. He's been a big component of what we do with Highland Ahead, as well as HLA and the Digital Dungeon. So, man, salute AJ and our my P Funk. I gotta give a shout out to P Funk. Who else? Man, it's Quake Bandana. I gotta give a shout out to Quake. And that's probably gonna be about it, man. Just the fans as well, because I wouldn't have anybody to do this for. But yeah, man, appreciate it. And as far as the album, it's 420 friendly, so you don't have to smoke and ride to it. We got some songs that's we're not necessarily talking about smoking or weed, but definitely it's just something to really just ride to, or just play and just catch a whiff. And we paint pictures, so the visuals are there. And at some point, I would love to collaborate with a videographer to, if they want to take ideas from the songs and create videos, or actually implement some of the ideas into a movie. So that's another area in the lane that I want to actually attack. But I definitely want to do some music videos from it, and just really look for support for the actual album. And then one of the songs, the dope part, I gotta shout my guy out. So one of the songs is called Fired Up, and that's like the reggae type song that I was actually able to write. So what's dope about Fired Up, we actually turned it to Spanish as well. So the song is called Prendelo, and I gotta shout out DJ Koba. He's been a big fan and supporter, to where he actually translated the lyrics, and now he made it where the song is international. So we have the Fired Up, and then we also have Prendelo as a record. That's one of the singles off the project. So just check it out, man. Highland Ahead, High Lane and Ahead, because sometimes people say my accent, they don't know what they don't understand what I'm saying. So it's all good, man.
All right. Oh, thank you so much. And by the way, before we end the show, I am calling all the indie artists, join Free Spins and get heard worldwide. Calling all advertisers out there, partner with USWC channel and reach a real global audience. Please download the USWC channel application on Google Play Store and Apple App Store, and you can explore our program at uswchannel.com/about. dash USWC. So check out the King's Dominion podcast hosted by yours truly, King's Voice Randy. And if you are blessed and want to support this podcast, please scan the QR code provided. I'm going to provide it in our screen. So special thanks to our USWC CEO, Shane Duell, for the vision and leadership. All right, once again, thank you so much, bro. ARi HOTEP,
Appreciate it, man.
our second indie artist interview of 2026. So thank you to everyone listening, commenting, and sharing and supporting independent music. Please subscribe, follow, and stay connected with USW channel and all social platforms. This is USWC Rocks Radio, hosted by King's Voice Randy. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much, and God bless us all.
So, appreciate it, bro.
All right.